Hello, 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 everyone. How are all of you? Hopefully, you're all doing well. Well, we've gotten pretty far in the MSQ, and it's time to probably try and wrap it up. Got we downed one big bad evil in the last stream. It's time to finish the other one off because they decided that they were going to rise up and become a pain in the ass. Well, they're going to learn today. Woklama is searching for the words to say to Shale. I'm really sorry, but we're not sure what happened to Kakiwa. The others are trying to learn what they can. Oh, Kakiwa, we'd known such a day would come, but I wish we could have at least said goodbye. You knew, then, that she was already gone? We did. We all did. Kakiwa forbade us from saying anything. She wanted to tell you herself when the time was right. I expect she was torn over how to reveal the truth to Aaronville. I see. I don't think anyone can blame her for keeping quiet. But tell me, how are the people faring? Have they forgotten Zeralja already? No, they still remember him. I wonder if this might be the result of the gate at the summit being closed. Most are unaware of developments. They're relieved to hear that the king has been defeated, but at the same time they're like to panic if they learn that the queen has disappeared. Right now, Geode is making contact with the various government bodies, but it'd probably be best to keep it all under wraps for a time. Agreed. Once we resolve matters, I'll explain everything to the people. I consider it my duty. As for Zeralja's mechanical army, what's become of them now that he's gone? Ah, yes, about that. At the time we suspect that Zeralja passed, the king's authority appears to have been transferred to Galulja. You mean to say Galulja is the new king? Well, coronation is required to make it official. For the moment, the system recognizes him as his father's successor. But I don't want this. I don't want to be king. It's not a decision you have to make right away. But given that the authority comes with command of the army, you can't give it up lately either. We can think on it together later, but for now, I want you to hold on to it, to what your father has left you. If you say so. Are you alright, Lamati? Huh? What is this? Why can't I? Despite everything that's happened, all the terrible things my brother did, I still don't know how to feel towards him. What's wrong with me? You think so? I'll take your word for it. For now, we have things under control. Why not return to Tulialo and rest up while the others handle the investigation? You know, I think I'll do that. It'll be good to see how things are at home and catch up with Kona. Hey, why don't the two of you come too? You, but won't everyone hate me? Of course not. They might be a little unsure at first, but I'll set them straight. Besides, I want to introduce you to Kona as new family. Really? Really, that is, if you're fine with it. I am. Then let's be off. We'll head directly to the palace to see Kona.
You are returned! Wait there! I'm coming down! Where's Lamachi? What happened inside the dome? So my brother is gone. Yet the danger remains. And you must soon sally forth unto an unknown reality.
Hey, Kona!
Lamachi, is this boy, perhaps?
This is Zorolja's son, Kululja.
I see. Time did flow differently inside the dome. If he is our brother's child, then... Kululja, was it? My name is Kona, and I am Lamachi's brother.
You're her brother?
you'll find none more dependable than Kona. He's family, and he'll take good care of you.
A pleasure to meet you, Kululja.
A pleasure to meet you too, Uncle Kona.
Well, I suppose I am your uncle. But simply Kona will do.
You're all confused, and little wonder. Rest assured, all will be explained in due course. But for now, I want to make one thing clear. Kululja is his own person. He had no part in his father's crimes. If you have anger towards Zorolja you need to express, Kona and I will gladly hear you. But you will treat Kululja as you would any child, with kindness.
As we should. The boy's done no wrong.
Yes, the vow of resolve speaks true.
So, will you tell me what happened? Grahatia has given me a summary, but I would hear your detailed account.
Can we walk while we chat? I want to see how things are in the city.
In that case, let us make our way to Bright Plume Post. Our soldiers remain on high alert, but if the threat of invasion has passed, I will bid them take a well-earned rest.
Okay. It was indeed Zoralja's realm inside the dome. A realm he ruled jointly with Sphene. He is the king of resolve and she the queen of reason. Just like you and me here. There are people who live very different lives compared to ours, but like us, they live them to the fullest. And Sphene is a big part of that. She's a considerate and approachable ruler who treats everyone as family. You and her must have gotten along well. We did, but out of love of her people, she's chosen the wrong path. They are good folk, the Alexandrians. They welcomed us into their homes and treated us with kindness and respect. But Zoralja slaughtered them, slaughtered those he was meant to protect for his own ends. By the gods, tell me how this came to pass. When his attack on Tuliolo failed, Zoralja sought to gain more power, so he ordered his people executed and harvested their souls. What drove him to commit such an atrocity? He claimed he wanted to bring the entire world under his dominion, but that was just a means to achieve his true desire. My grandfather, he was a great person, right? Maybe my father wanted to prove he was his own person. That he wasn't just a great person's son. Dare say you are right. As a resilient son, our father's true-born heir, he bore the weight of expectation. That weight was clearly greater than any of us had imagined. That's probably why he was who he was, and why he didn't want me. Damn it all, if only we had tried harder to reach out to him. Let's keep moving. Zorolja has become unimaginably powerful. It was only with their help that we managed to defeat him. Now I have a responsibility to the people of Alexandria and above all to Gluja. I promised, didn't I? I want us to become family. It isn't only out of obligation. As I've got to know you, I've come to really like you. You might not be my nephew by blood, but we're family to the end. We'll always be there to help each other. Isn't that right? Right. You too. After everything we've been through, we're already as good as family. What? What do you mean, what? The more family you have, the merrier, don't you think? Come on, let's head into the barracks. Coda's like, okay. I didn't agree to this, but I guess that's the way it's going regardless of what I have to say. Glad I could hear what happened in the dome. But I'm sorry that you had to bear such a heavy burden, Lamati. Don't be. As vow of resolve, it was something that I had to do. Besides, it was your ingenious strategy that kept Tuliolo safe. Asking you to rule with me was definitely one of my better ideas. It's because we all fought as one that we could repel the invaders, and then only with the aid of Virtra and his kin. Thanks to Alphino and Asinian interceding for us, we were able to swiftly forge an alliance with Rad Zatan. And when the dragons appeared in our skies, I felt that this was it, the Tuliolo you had envisioned. We owe our new allies a great debt, and I hope that we can repay them one day. Indeed, once I've dealt with matters, we should go and thank them in person. They told me as much, but you still have work to do, yes? Yes, I need to find Sphene. She harmed our people so that her own might live, but as I was raging at her deeds, I realized something. Just because Tuliolo is safe doesn't mean I can ignore what becomes of Alexandria. That's the kind of thing that led to conflict in the old days. I want to help the Alexandrian people live in peace and happiness. And the only way to do that is to stop Sphene from walking her path. Very well, Lamati. Just promise me you will take care. I promise, Kona. Well, I anticipated this. I still can't help but worry. I'm sorry that I have to go away again so soon. But even setting Sphene aside, some of our own people may be among the endless. I can't just sit around and leave everything to the others. I understand. I have matters here well in hand, so do what you must. For all you've done for us, for our nation and our family, I fear I can never express sufficient gratitude. But thank you from the bottom of my heart. In pursuit of Sphene, Waklama wishes to look in on her soldiers. Well, it's good to catch Kono up. Now we'll talk to the soul. Who might this be from? Hello? That's right. They're with me. Is that so? In that case, let's meet at Sunperch. See you soon. Ishola is heading back. I dare to hope she's found a way to pursue Sphene. If you want to go on ahead to Sunperch, I'll pay our soldiers a quick call. She's just like, what am I looking at? Apologies for the wait. You're all here. Then that means... Aye, we believe we found a way to travel to the reflection to where Sphene has retreated. I was busy providing aid in Solution 9, so I haven't heard the details myself. Could you start from the beginning, Y'shtola? Per Sphene's own words, the gate atop Everkey was opened and closed by the power of interdimensional fusion. It was the artifact known as the key that allowed her to control it. According to Kettenram, the key was brought with me to the source 20 years ago. It was then kept here in the palace until its theft by Zoralja, who used it in Yasulani to fuse a portion of our world with this reflection. Following Zoralja's demise, Sphene claimed the key and disappeared through the gate. But where exactly did that gate lead? In seeking the answer, we took another look at orogenics and made a startling discovery. As you all know, there should have been one more level at the summit of Everkeep. The 12th level, the King of Resolve's royal abode. Right, but when you actually went there, you saw that didn't exist. Curious, we analyzed Orogenics logs to see where the memories of the departed were being sent. And where should it be but through the gate to the missing 12th level? That level alone must have lain outside the fused region and so was left behind. Then it means... Indeed. To Sphene's homeworld, and she has returned there to join the memories of her departed citizens. But as the key lies with her on the other side, we haven't the means to reopen the gate. Forgive me, but I thought we already knew she had gone home. Or at least it seemed obvious to me. What I want to know is, how do we pursue Sphene if the gate here is closed? We use another gate, and it just so happens we know where one is. The Sky Deep Cenote. Aye, all evidence suggests that the gate there leads to the world whence the Alexandrians and I came. But assuming that's true, how can we open it? That's what we shall find out, using the code in this earring. As you recall, Corral's earring is in fact a data storage device. An analysis of it yielded a code, something used to control a contraption, and a very large one at that. Given the circumstances of Corral's arrival in the source, we believe that said contraption is the gate to the Golden City. This is admittedly an educated guess, but we are quite hopeful that it will work. To make such progress in so short a time, you really are amazing. We couldn't have done it alone. The credit must go to the members of Oblivion for acquiring the information we needed. Shale, especially. Right, then it seems the plan is set. To the Sky Deep Cenote. Beg your pardon, but might I have a moment ere setting forth? Oh, you're already going to give her the thing? Yes, I thought to save it for later, but in light of these developments, I feel now is the time. As Lamati says, I have something for you. Please come with me to Bayside Bevy. So 6 100s. Tuliolo is safe in no small part due to your valor. As a token of our appreciation, I have commissioned special equipment for you. While it is inadequate as an expression of gratitude, I pray it will serve you well in your coming mission. It apparently incorporates foreign technology. Leave it to Kona to request such a thing, eh? Mwazanite Wonder is the equipment in his keeping. Just say the word, and he will bring it out. didn't mean to claim that, but apparently I did. Okay, so first, let's get... Honestly, except for the pants, not a bad look. I actually kind of like it. Typical white mage. Not real. Yeah. Dancer's okay. Paladin, I just look like I'm from Ishgard. Now, Samurai, I like that. That looks kind of cool. I'd change the colors if I could, but yeah. And then... what's Reaper look like? Gear... eh. Scythe... it's okay. Samurai I like, though. Bow can go away. I don't like that. Not as neat as the finished relic chakrams. Okay. Enough of that. Clement is eager to set off for the Sky Deep Cenote. With your shiny new gear, I reckon you're ready for anything. Come, let's head to the Sky Deep Cenote. Access to the area is presently restricted per my orders, so I shall accompany you. Good thing I unlocked flight in this area. Oh. You'd probably tear me apart in moments. Kona's already gone inside, but I couldn't help but take a moment. Just being here takes me back. And it wasn't even that long ago that we visited for the rite. So much has happened since then. Truly guided by my grandfather's letter, I crossed the seas in search of answers. What awaits us on the road ahead, I know not, but I shall walk it to the end with you all. Come on, let's go.
Electrope everywhere one turns, harboring vast amounts of lightning. This place is very much alive. Cryle, try holding your earring to the terminal.
No luck. Don't give up yet. The terminal reads the code. It might just need higher clearance. Galulja, would you give it a try?
Me?
If the king's authority is passed to you, then the gate ought to open.
But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn.
What?
earring. It really was.
Remarkable. A void gate is forced open with a blast of ether, and thus appears as a tear in the fabric of reality. In contrast, this is the stitchwork of a master. Neatly hemmed, without a thread out of place. A power to be reckoned with. But now isn't the time to marvel. If Galuljar can open the gate, then so too can Sveen close it. 'Twould be wise to employ magics in its defense, both to maintain its stability and ward off interference. While I am able to invoke said magics, I cannot sustain them alone. I require another to channel with me, and in unison.
For that role, I do humbly volunteer myself. But even our combined efforts offer no certainty of success. Might we prevail upon the two of you to lend your support?
Of course. If coordination between mages is required, few would be better suited than Alize and myself.
Shall I remain as well?
While your presence would be welcome, I'd rather you joined the expedition team. For despite our earnest efforts, the gate may well end up closed once more. In such a situation, it may fall to those on the other side to devise a method to reconnect our worlds. A task with which you're not unfamiliar, as I recall.
I have faith it will not come to that, but should it? I will endeavor not to disappoint.
So, assuming Wuk-Lamart, Kryl, and Erenville are a given for this foray, I'll make myself useful here by guarding those who are maintaining the gate. Should any threats emerge, from the world beyond or otherwise, I'll deal with them.
As will I. Which leaves you free to head in there and do what you do best.
It's fine. Really. Mostly. Just don't let her bear the burden alone. Do you hear?
Okay.
Tis done. Whenever you're ready.
We'll protect the portal. Keep it open no matter what.
lies an unknown reflection. Short of asking an Ascian, we unfortunately have no way of identifying which one it is.
Well, what we do know is that it's Sphne's domain. A place where she brings back those who've been lost. So for now, why don't we call it the Unlost World?
That is a dumb name.
Right. Let's go.
Oh, we're going with that. Okay, okay. I still think that's a dumb name, but what the fuck do I know? I see where you might get Golden City out of all this.
How to describe the sheer amazement we felt when we emerged on the other side of the portal? I fear words do not do it justice. Before us was a vibrant world where the memories of the departed abided and reveled in bygone days. Living memory, or so the Endless called it. How they laughed and smiled as they reminisced upon unfulfilled dreams, alive in all perceivable ways, yet knowing no loss. So resplendent was every ilm of this paradise. The words rose unbidden to my lips. All this time, it was here, the city of gold.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. We've literally stepped into the Yakoi legend. Whichever reflection this may be, it would seem the barrier between here and the source is thin in Yaktel. That explains the Yakoi's visions and the location of the gate. Hey, Aaronville, that volcano over there, you don't suppose it's real, is it? An actual volcano spewing forth lava in the middle of a city? I'd like to see that. Hey, you never know. Look, there's a path down. Let's see where it goes. Oof, that hurt. It's strange, though. I've never been to this place before. It somehow makes me feel nostalgic. Unlike Everkeep with all its advanced technology, here it's brick and stone. It's like we've traveled to the past. The differences may be more superficial than you think. Take a good look at the buildings around us. There's electrope everywhere, along with myriad contraptions. Look how Sphene projects her image onto soldiers. I believe the city's appearance is artificial. The Aetheryte is identical to the one in Everkeep, is it not? This suggests that this place is Alexandrian. That would seem a fair assumption. In light of all this, could it be this city is ever keeps missing 12th level? Welcome, friends. Welcome. Who are you? My name is Constancy, and like you, I am an endless. We have been recreated from the memories of those who have exhausted their souls, the departed, in other words. Great effort is taken to ensure the integrity of your memories, so it will feel no different from when you were flesh and blood. Let's go along with it for now. I'm a caretaker here at Living Memory, City of the Endless. It is my pleasure to provide guidance to newcomers such as your good selves. City of the Endless. At a glance, there seems to be many different facilities. What kind of place is this? Simply put, it is a recreational attraction. The city is divided into 4 areas, each of which captures scenery that wants to find our continent. In this way, we ensure that what is lost is not forgotten, that all precious memories endure forevermore. In Everkeep's early days, this place was used by the living, but was made a haven for the endless hundreds of years later. Now then, if you would please follow me, I shall give you a guided tour. Do take care, as wildlife brought here for preservation roams freely. Hold on a moment. While tour would be interesting, it's Fiend that we've come to see. Oh, so you wish to meet the Queen? In that case, you are in luck. It was just announced that Her Majesty will enter into slumber, but there is still time. If you try calling to her before the Meso terminal at the center of the city, she will likely appear. I'm not sure how things work around here, but let's head to this Meso terminal. Our thanks, Constancy. We'll take you up on the tour next time. I shall look forward to it. Good luck seeking out Her Majesty. It's an interesting looking place. Kind of gives me Cyberpunk meets Las Vegas. With a Final Fantasy twist.
Sven? Are you there? If you are, say something. We need to talk. Sven.
That you should come here.
I haven't known you long, Sven, but I know you have a good heart. Your love for your people is proof of this. I can't let you do what you're trying to do. And deep down, I don't think you want to do it either.
I want a world without suffering. A world where nothing is lost. Would that such a place existed. But the endless only grow in number, and ever more life forces needed to sustain them.
It's never going to end.
Within the barrier, we have managed to curb the cycle of rebirth these few hundred years. But we've reached the limit. That is why I looked to interdimensional fusion, to harvest what we needed from your world. From your people. And with the key, we will have it.
And once you've plundered our world of ether, what then? Will you do the same to others? All men eventually die. If you make endless of everyone, you will never have enough ether to sustain them. You but prolong the inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Sveen, if you would nevertheless persist in this folly, we must stand against you. For we too have people we cannot lose, places to which our hearts belong.
Lamachi, I would have loved nothing more than to work hand in hand with you to tend our nations. But fate is cruel. By the time it had brought us together, our futures had already been written. The kind and gentle Queen Sveen was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. I will erase all memories of the living Sveen, she who has cursed me with this soft and powerless nature. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria. A devourer of worlds. When two nations cannot protect their own without doing harm to the other, there can only be one resolution. It is a hard truth, but one you understand, don't you? I'm afraid we're out of time. The process has begun, and it cannot be stopped.
Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Upon completion, interdimensional fusion will commence.
Sveen!
What were we to do now, damn it? I felt that I'd come to understand Spin, but I'm still clueless, utterly clueless. Those who live forever. Doesn't look like we can do much else here. Let's return to the Aetheryte for now. The caretaker, Constancy, perhaps can tell us more about this business of Spin going into a slumber. He's nowhere in sight. Perhaps he's taken other recent arrivals on a tour. Looking for someone, are you? Yes, he was just here earlier. A fellow named Constancy? Wait, what? Hello, everyone. You made it here, as I knew you would. Is that who I think it is? It is. It's Kakiwa. None other. This is the first time some of you are seeing me in the proverbial flesh, isn't it? Feast your eyes, then. She who was controlling that unassuming machine was a ravishing Shitona maiden. That was a bit much, wasn't it? Ignore me. So it's true that you're here means... I tried to tell you so many times, but my courage always failed me. I am indeed an endless. Have been for quite a while now. Aaronville. Now you've come to stop Speen, yes? I can help with that, but I have a request to make. You know how to stop her, then? While there are no guarantees, you coming here makes it a distinct possibility. As my wish is relevant to your mission, will you hear me out? You can decide what to do afterwards. Excellent. To begin with, we'll need to head to a different area. See that sentry? I'll have them grant you access to the zip line. Zipline, what is that? Fun little mode of transport. They don't see much use, though, as we endless can teleport freely within living memory. This particular line will take you to a zone called Canal Town. I'll be waiting for you there. With that enduring pushiness, it can only be Kakiwa. Let's go. Okay. You don't seem to be. Error, user registration. Confirmed. I bid you welcome to Canal Town, the resort of romance and relaxation. Please enjoy your stay. What a charming place. That's them, the people Speen strives to protect. They look happy. So what's this request of yours? I want you to erase us. Erase the endless. What? Oh, come now. Spare me those gloomy faces. Being alive, you're the only ones who can do this, and we won't have a better opportunity than now. While Queen Sphene is busy preparing to initiate interdimensional fusion. It's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain the endless, this I firmly believe. But talking to you now, you seem as real as any of us, and if you need an answer right away, I don't know if I can give it. Is there a reason we need to act so soon? Because as you just said, it's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain us. Remember, we need life force. Other forms of ether don't cut it. In the beginning, we managed with the ether of those who died in the barrier, but as our numbers grew, there began to be a shortage. That's why Queen Sphene looked to other sources. Even the ether I'm composed of may have come from the victims of the attack on Tolialo. I can't bear that thought. I can't bear to exist because someone died. We'd probably feel the same way if we were in your shoes, but what exactly are you asking us to do? In each zone, there's an enormous data storage device called a terminal. That is where our memories are kept. If you shut down a terminal, the memories within will disappear, along with those endless created from them. But does this need to be done now? Can't we stop Sphene first and then take it from there? It's precisely in order to stop Sphene that it must be done now. Our own memories are stored within the Meso terminal, which stands at the heart of living memory. As you would expect, the terminal's defenses are extremely tight, but it has moments of vulnerability, such as when it has just finished calculations, which we can exploit to shut it down from within. While we wait for that opening, we erase the endless. Once we are gone, Sphene will no longer have reason to plunder aether from other worlds. Would Sphene simply allow us to shut down the terminals? In preparation for fusion, the Meso terminal is currently performing massive calculations while gathering energy. Even if the system notices us, it cannot easily suspend the process. Rather than doing so, I believe it will attempt to accelerate the timetable and bridge worlds before the plan can be thwarted. It wouldn't be a decision Sphene would wish to make, but she would be able to save those who are stored in the Meso terminal at least. There's sense in your strategy. In resolving to stop Sphene, we had anticipated that might come to this. But to actually talk about erasing the endless is difficult. You needn't feel any guilt, no matter how lifelike we may seem. We endless are but facsimiles crafted from memories. Besides, stopping Sphene requires that you shut down the Meso terminal, which sustains all of us. Sooner or later, it will need to be done. If we are to be erased, then let it be before more people come to harm. Living, breathing people with futures they deserve to experience. Well, I appreciate the thought. We can't afford to miss this chance. Do this for me, will you? Afraid not. We spent years scouring preservation's records, but found nothing. It's truly a bothersome system they've created. Thank you for respecting my wish. And as a personal request, while our actions cannot be condoned, I ask that you afford Queen Sphene a measure of understanding. Know that she herself didn't choose to become an endless. It was preservation that made the choice for her. She is powerless to resist her purpose. What do you mean? The Sphinx you know is an ideal that preservation brought to life. Harnessing the love the living Sphinx bore for her people, they brought forth an eternal queen whose primary directive is to preserve the endless. But as you know, the endless consume ether. Sphinx was compelled to find ways to procure it, and that compulsion has driven her to resort to interdimensional fusion. What, are you telling me the original Sphinx wouldn't have chosen this? What the queen might have done, only she herself would know. But the scientists of preservation have vanished, leaving their created queen to walk alone. So as you go about your mission, think not that you're stopping a ruthless villain, but rather that you're relieving a troubled soul of her burden. Alright, Kakiwa, we understand now both your reasoning and your feelings. But before we race the Endless, I'd like to know them. I'd like to know what she fights tooth and nail for. If we're going to reject someone's beliefs, let it be after we've come to understand them. This is a lesson I learned from the rite of succession. I realize we're pressed for time, but if it's alright with you, I want to meet as many people as I can. You truly are Galul Jaja's kitten. Well, the calculations will take a while still. It should be fine if we do this as we proceed to the terminals. I'm with you. We might not be able to learn everything, but it would nevertheless be meaningful to glimpse the hearts of those who inhabit this place before we set them free. I'll leave you to it then. When you finish here, come and find me at the fountain near that big clock tower. Right, let's split up and find some locals to speak with. It really is a lovely place. You should run along and enjoy it while you can. Yeah, go spend some time with your son before you have him kill you. Oh no, I don't believe I've seen you around before. A newcomer, I take it? It's wonderful here, let me tell you. I just bumped into a dear friend in life. We've been whiling away the hours, reminiscing. Might have been more like days, actually. You don't get a sense of the time here. By the way, did you hear the announcement earlier? As much as I love this place, I wonder if Queen Sphinx can really sustain us forever. I suppose there's no use worrying about such things. Anyway, thanks to you, we found a break in our conversation. We'll go and ride the gondola next. Oh, hello there. Taking the sights of Canal Town, are you? Both my wife and I just adore this place. We had become estranged in life, she and I, but being here gave us the chance to reconcile. I couldn't be more grateful for the chance to spend these blessed little moments together again. I have no more regrets. Whether Her Majesty's plan succeeds or no, I can rest with peace in my heart. Well, we shall continue on our way, but we hope to see you again. Till next time. You there, have you tried the popcorn from that stall? You haven't? You don't know what you're missing. I consider myself something of a gourmand, and believe me when I say the classic salt flavor is amazing. The saltiness is simply exquisite. That's the only way to describe it. Once you have a mouthful, it's impossible to stop until it's all gone. And after you tried that, I urge you to seek out other souls. There are lots of them everywhere, offering all manner of delights. For another recommendation off the top of my head, the ice cream over in Assail Volcane. It's so smooth and rich, and just thinking about it has given me a hankering. That's it. I'm going to go and have some right now. Welcome, welcome. Have a browse and let me know when you're ready to order. You're here on that lady's recommendation as well, I take it. I've been wondering what the Endless do for sustenance, so it seemed a good opportunity to learn. Oh, this is your first time eating, is it? The food here is created using aether and memory data. To us, it tastes just like the real thing. So how about it? Would you care for some popcorn? Let's give it a try, shall we? That's spirit. Find a table you like and I'll bring it right out. Unless you worry, there's no charge. All the food here is free. Food created with memory data. How will this taste to the living, I wonder? Well, as I say, there's only one way to find out. Detect no taste whatsoever. Good gods, it tastes like nothing at all. I mean, it's amazing. I never had such tasty popcorn. It's not our bestseller for nothing. And what about you? It's interesting. It's always special watching newcomers eat for the first time. They're just like the people of Everkeep. Their communal spirit, their delighted smiles, exactly the same. Thank you for your custom. Come again any time. By the way, prior to this, a young man caught my eye near the canal. He appeared to be searching for something, and rather frantically. Did you perchance see him too? No, I must say I'm curious as to what has him so flustered. Could you help me look for the fellow? Wait, thanks. Let's head to where I saw him. It would seem he's no longer in the vicinity. Let's keep looking. Whatever it is that troubles him, perhaps we can be of assistance. In serenity and sorrow, Rahatia wishes to track down the troubled Endless. I cannot claim to know exactly how Endless behaved, but hopefully our man has not gone far. Let us split up to search for him. He is an Eldite with fair hair. God, strike me down. We reunite again after 100 years, and what should happen? Yes, my apologies, but I'm in some haste. If you have something to say, please make it brief. Your friend noticed that I seem troubled, so you've been looking for me? What kind of souls are you? I've lost something important. The engagement ring intended for my beloved. A lanky monkey-like fiend stole it from me. After running hither and thither, I managed to locate the beast in yonder square, but I'm uncertain how I should take the ring back. Once I might have considered fighting for it, but given the shortage of ether, the danger is simply too great. If I were to be struck down and my essence is dispersed, I am not like to be remade for a long time. I cannot risk that. Not for my beloved has finally been given form again after 100 years. Though it pains me to do so, I shall give up on the ring, but I thank you for your kind concern. Oh, it is you again. Was there something else? Good heavens, this is the ring. You took it back from that beast? Thank you. Thank you ever so much. I see you've already resolved the situation. You must be the friend who first knows me. I owe you my gratitude as well. My name is Eclese. I was planning to propose to my beloved with the ring, and thanks to you I can do just that. Well, well, that is cause to rejoice indeed. Did the two of you meet here? No, we were sweethearts in life, but I died young, and she only followed me decades later. Even then, our reunion wasn't yet to be, for the ether shortage means not everyone can be recreated. I had to wait until but recently to see her again. A reunion beyond death. Such a thing would be possible here, I suppose. I assume you're newly arrived? While our memories are stored in the terminals, less than 1 in 10 of us has been given form at present. I myself have been reincarnated 3 times now, and each time there seems to be a few of us. It's fairly a miracle that my beloved and I could meet. I see. Given the circumstances, the chances of existing concurrently with an acquaintance would be slim indeed. And slimmer still for a loved one. Truly, that is why I decided to do that which I failed to do in life. Ask her for her hand. With her regulator, she was spared the sadness of my death. Even so, she never took another man for the rest of her days. She told me that although she couldn't remember me afterwards, she could never shake the feeling that someone precious had been part of her life. The sweet fool. The ring represents a yearning I have long carried, though I know full well it is only a construct like these bodies of ours. There's a part of me that wonders if this is wrong, that I expect us to exist forever even in this form. To be with the one I love once again and make her happy. However wrong this world may be, I have nothing but gratitude for Queen Sphene. Now, if you'll excuse me, I shall go and make that proposal. I've made her wait long enough as it is. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my thanks. Tickets? For the gondola. To ensure that order is preserved, we must observe the proper way of doing things even here. It's very much like Queen's Fiend to make it so, is it not? Take care, my friends, and see to it you have no regrets. Well, I think it's about time we rejoined the others, but what do you say we go by gondola? I expect it won't be possible to do so once the terminal has been shut down. Come then, let us seek a vessel at the pier. We can push it off at any time. Mind the gap when you board.
Do you remember what I said to you before all this? That life is a series of journeys, that you must be true to yourself, for indeed, there's no telling what awaits. I don't know about you, but I certainly didn't expect to behold such sights. The future is as fluid as the water beneath us, truly. Tell me, my friend, have you ever wished to be reunited with someone who has passed away? I have. I do. But I think, above all else, I wish that they had lived. If only for one more day. Just one more day. A joyous one, if I could choose. I did all that I could to make it happen. I tried everything, and spared nothing. In that manner, I was able to keep some few souls out of harm's way, but so many were beyond my power to save. What would I have done then, had I this? And you? Can you imagine yourself spending eternity here, knowing no loss?
It was nice to chat with you again, my friend. It feels as though it's been some time. Having met Endless like a cliché, I feel I've come to understand Spina a little bit better. Anyone would wish those dear to them a long and happy future, and she bears the burden of this desire for all her subjects. Yet as Krau said, we too have people we cannot lose. Come, we can get to the fountain via yonder bridge. Crow and Aaronville are still out and about, it seems. So how was it? What are your impressions of those you met? It was great. Everyone was so happy. Just talking to them made me happy, too. What about you? Should have gotten up and gotten a drink during that. Sweethearts reunited? That's a miracle. Well, it is a miracle after fashion. The system strives to make such encounters possible. If you meet someone you know, it's probably not by chance. The terminals hold information on unfulfilled longings and use them to orchestrate unions like euclases. I see. That the terminals can do this is impressive indeed, but there is one thing I do not understand. According to Euclase, his beloved passed away decades after he did, yet they appear to be of like age. Ah yes, people are not necessarily recreated as they were when they passed away. The appearance of an endless, I speculate, reflects the happiest period in their life. Is that the case for you then? Not that I can tell how old you are slowly as your people age. Not sure, to be honest. I have so many happy times it's hard to know which one applies. I'm insufferably inquisitive, whether it's nature or technology. I can't help but want to learn more about the world around me. You might say that discovery is what gives me joy. It made me happy in life, and may have been a blessing afterwards. The other endless are content with what they have here, you see. They don't develop the urge to leave. But I was so determined to see the world again that I taught myself how to gain control of a vessel and ventured outside. You're a proper rebel. Well, that's enough about me for now. While we wait for Cryo and Linashipia, I have a favor to ask of you. As you may have noticed, most of the fountains here aren't running. That's because despite its shiny appearance, the city is centuries old and everything is dreadfully run down. The fountains apparently used to put on magnificent shows, and I was hoping that we could get them working again. Giving the control units a dose of ether should be enough to restore the circuits and switch them on, but being an endless, I'm unable to do that. I realize this is a selfish request, but the last I'd like to treat the people here to do the display. Just leave it to us. I'd love to see the show myself. Thank you. The control units are built into the surrounding lampposts. If you tend to a few of them each, you'll be done before you know it. Once the fountains are fixed, we can round up Linashipia and Crow and head to the hydro terminal together. So time is nigh. Come, let us set to it. Kind of interested in seeing what it comes up as myself.
We've switched on the circuits like you asked. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully, this does the trick.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Makes me think of the clock tower in, what was it, Twilight Town and Kingdom Hearts?
Amazing.
Wow! Look, Mother, look!
It's beautiful.
I've never seen anything like it.
There we go. My guess is Namika?
Oh, where are you? Wuklamat!
By the gods, it's Namika.
Begging your pardon, but I'm looking for a child. A small Shibrali girl. Have you seen her by chance?
You are Namika, aren't you? It's me, Wuklamat. Don't you recognize me?
Oh, what am I to do? The child and I, we aren't related by blood, but she's as dear to me as my own.
It's all right. You found her. I'm here.
You? Could it be?
Yes, Namika. You know these eyes, this voice. It's me, Wuklamat.
Oh! It is you! Oh, how silly of me. But if you're here, then that means...
No. I'm still alive.
Oh, good. Thank the gods for that. But what power has brought us together again? This isn't a dream, is it?
It's not a dream. Or rather, it is a dream come true. I so wanted to hear your voice one more time.
Just look at you, my Wuklamat. Stronger and more assured than I've ever seen.
Thank you, Kyrian, for the resub.
Such hazards you must have braved.
It's much appreciated.
Hardships endured to come so far.
It was tough, but I made it thanks to my friends. And to you, Namika. I'm the person I am now because you always believed in me. Because you loved me as if I were your own daughter. Thank you. Thank you. You're everything I could have asked for. The best mother.
I'm so glad. Looking back, I've had a blessed life. And it was because I was a part of yours. When I lost my child to illness, I thought I'd never know happiness again. But it rekindled in my breast the instant you smiled your little smile at me. You became my purpose, my joy.
You were mine too.
To have this chance to speak with you again and leave nothing unsaid. I know not how or why, but I am grateful. So grateful. Where you must go, I cannot follow. But know that I'll always be with you. Take care of yourself. Promise me.
I will. Mama. I will. And one day, we'll meet again. I understand why Sving cannot bear to let them go. But as painful as it is to part, we're meant to live and die. To let go and let others carry on in our stead. We can't cling to everything forever.
No, we can't.
Come, let's keep moving.
Just make sure, Kakiwa, you're not going to disappear when we shut this terminal down, right? No, not just yet. It's the Aero Terminal in the northwestern zone that holds my memories. You already know how to operate the terminal. It's the same process as the fountain's controls. I'll leave it for you to decide when to shut it down. Doing so will cause the endless here to fade away, together with this beautiful scenery. If you still wish to speak with people or see the sights, you'll want to do that first.
Sleep tight, everyone.
This hurts. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. But the only way now is forward. Kira regards you and your companions with a sympathetic gaze. Don't torment yourself so. I ask this of you so the burden lies with me. Remember, we endless are but facsimiles crafted from memories. You needn't feel guilt for erasing us. Be that as it may, it's so hard to say goodbye. It is, nonetheless, it's our duty as a living to know and remember them. So let's pull ourselves together and keep at it. Keep seeking them out. I'd appreciate that. Come, let's head to the next zone. Yesterland is called. Another zipline at the Gate of Remembrance will take you there. But I ought to mention, while shutting down a terminal should erase the endless bound to it, those with strong unresolved feelings may linger for a time. If you encounter such individuals, perhaps you can lend them an ear, for their hopes are proof that they once lived. Aha, so that's how you're going to maintain quest givers in an area. Well, I guess that works. System reboot complete. Error. User registration confirmed. I bid you welcome to Yesterland, where the dreams of children and inner children will like come true. Please enjoy your stay. Amazing. Is this also After fashion, Yesterland is themed upon a period of peace before the storm surge. It is a golden age for Alexandria, and they've captured it here in the form of an amusement park. Well, now, another large-scale attraction. No, I'm not ashamed to admit I'm excited as well. I imagine this is how we're intended to feel. On On the far side of Yesterland is a castle. That's where the terminal is located, in the basement. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there. Take your time. You need to get acquainted with the locals. Have fun now. Like before, we'll speak with the Endless. We'll learn what's dear to them before doing what we must. Right, let's start by exploring and get our bearings. Oh, hello there. We're just talking about Sir Otis. Do you know him? He's a bit odd and doesn't get jokes, but he's really strong and vanquishes fiends in a flash. He's right out there fighting right now, and when I grow up, I want to be strong like him.
I know not who you are, but my thanks for your timely aid.
Your bait's so strong! That was amazing, Otis! And you too, miss!
Ha ha ha! Fiends such as these are naught to be feared.
Well then, dealt with it already, have you?
Be at ease, one and all. So long as I, Sir Otis, live and breathe, no citizen shall come to harm.
Otis! Of all the people, could you really be that Otis?
I'm certain I do not know what you mean by that, Otis. I am who I am, and I should very much like to know who you are.
You're Sir Otis Villona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria, yes? We met you while searching for Gululja. You cooked a most delicious repast for us. Fought beside us in Solution 9.
Gululja. Solution 9. I've Never heard of such things. These events of which you speak are utterly unknown to me, as are you. I'm quite confident I would recall if we had met before. Could this be? Villainy! You seek
what?
to bewilder me for purposes most foul!
Am I allowed to beat some sense into you?
No, no. No villainy intended. I swear. Tell me I'm not mad. This is definitely the Otis we know. Right?
I say! What are you whispering about there? Wait! I've no time for this. I must attend to my preparations for the founding celebration. The children begged and begged that I perform in the marquee play, and I cannot possibly disappoint them. I take my leave of you. Good day!
Founding celebration?
God, so I was surprised to meet Otis. He might not be the exact same as we met in Heritage Found, but still. Think back, he mentioned that he was a test subject for soul preservation. That might explain why he's here in this way. In any case, I'd love to talk to him some more. There are some things I need to tell him. Knight of Alexandria. Wuklamar is eager to go after Otis. Right, let's go after Otis. He's bound to know about the past, about the Alexandria of old, as well as Sphene when she was a living person. Problem is, he doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk. Perhaps we can offer to help him with his founding celebration. That might warm him to us. Start off this way, come on. Are you harmed, or are you unharmed? The latter, methinks. To which her highness replies with her winsome smile. I am, thanks to you, my dearest Otis. You again? This is fine. I shouldn't have troubled the lines come to performance. After all, the script is my very own work. There is, however, a scene with which I struggle. Hey, this looks like fun. Can I join in? You as well. I thought I said that I was busy. You did, but we thought that maybe we could help. You're getting ready for the founding celebration, yes? I am, and if truth be told, we are in dire need of assistance. For this edition of the celebration, there's to be a play about the history of our realm for the children's enjoyment. With fewer of us being given form, we haven't enough hands to carry out the production. Thus have I been tasked with not only writing the script, but performing as myself besides. Calm down, it's alright. We're really happy to help any way we can. Just tell us what to do. For the same reason that production is short-handed, it has become difficult to gather a crowd. I'd be obliged if you could spread the word of the play to the children in Yesterland. Tear it done. We'll take ourselves around and talk to younglings. Splendid. Oh, and to better appeal to them, we have adorable animal costumes for you to wear. Together with your cheeriest bearing, of course. Alright, anything to make the children happy. Let's see. Ah, yes, this one should be suitable for you. Oh, it's a glamour. I was confused for a moment when you handed me the device. Something mine for you as well. Let me know when you're ready, and I shall activate it for you. Ready, are you? Then let us have you don your costume at once. Marvelous. There's not a child that would fail to be delighted. It really does suit you. Now that you're suitably attired, I pray you go forth and promote our play to the children. Concentrate your efforts here in the vicinity of the air cab station. See that you make it fun. In the meantime, I shall continue my own preparations here. Should your costumes wear off, I shall provide you with another. Something about only a rabbit monster. There's going to be a play with knights and stuff? Come on, let's go one watch. We can ride the air cab later. Look, it's a rabbit. What is it? You want to play with us, do you? There's going to be a play about Queen Speen. I want to see it. We'll head over to the castle right away. Thank you for telling us. Oh, hello there, Mr. Rabbit. What's the matter? The play I know about. They sometimes have performances over at the castle. Seen before, so I was going to give it a miss, but if you say it's special this time, then alright, I'll go. Well, who should interrupt my air cab watching but person in a silly costume? I guess, you're here to tell me about the play. Don't bother, I've seen it no less than 50 times already. Oh, this is going to be performing as himself? Now that's a new twist on an old classic. Alright, just for that I'm willing to see the play again. Oh, are you here to look at Queen Fiend too, Mr. Rabbit? That great big golden statue is exactly what she looks like. That's what my mom told me, and she's a scientist. My mom also told me that the terminal is a tomb. Her Majesty must watch over all of us from there. A play about the realm's founding? I love history. That sounds great. I'll let my mom know so we can go together, watch together. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. You finished making your rounds? Excellent. I shall take the costume off your hands. Thanks to the two of you promoting the play in my stead, I could memorize the lines to my satisfaction. I am grateful beyond measure. Don't mention it. It was fun meeting endless children. Endless children? What an odd thing to say when we're endless ourselves. It's complicated. I'd explain it to you, but the play's due to start soon, isn't it? Aye, very soon. I must needs make my way to the venue and see to the final preparations. Let's talk later then. We'll be cheering you on from the crowd. By all means, but hold on. What would you say to performing in the play as well? Are you serious? Oh no, definitely not. I've never done anything like that before. I don't think I can learn lines on such short notice. Rest assured, it wouldn't be a difficult part. What I have in mind for the two of you is a little sword play. A duel between an Alexandrian and Lindblum soldiers. That is certain to please the children, and without the need for words. Oh, what do you think? That keen, are you? All right, you asked for it. That's settled. I shall prepare your costumes for you. You need but engage in a mock fight. While there isn't time for a rehearsal, the little mistakes are all in good entertainment. With that, I shall go and inform the troop members of the changes. Pray make your way to the Proto-Alexandria and await further instructions. That's the castle where the terminal is. When we shut it down yesterday in the Endless, and it will fade away. So let's give them a show to remember. And remember them too. Them and what it is that they seek to preserve through this celebration. I was thinking I might have enough time to actually go through and finish the MSQ tonight, but I was wrong. Don't think I'm going to be able to finish it here tonight. Because I still do have work in the morning, so...
Well, this seems to be the right place. What's on the program, I wonder?
And where are the others, for that matter?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. A great conflict rages over precious electrope, and the kingdom of Alexandria has been embroiled in the chaos. When the royal capital comes under siege, the kingdom's valiant knights lay their lives on the line for their beloved Princess Sphene. I bid you keep your handkerchiefs at hand. Now, without further ado... Yeah! It's a royal knight!
I beg your pardon?
What a twist!
Oh, unbelievable.
Ha! Yeah! Arg! I am killed!
Oh god, that was horrible.
You must flee! All of you! Princess Sphene!
Are you unharmed?
Oh, I am, thanks to you, my dearest Otis.
My dearest?
And so, in no small part, due to the valor of the royal knights, the kingdom succeeds in repelling the invaders. But their jubilation proves short-lived. For in mad defiance, the enemy unleashes a forbidden weapon which brings about a terrible calamity. Full many lose their lives. The good Queen Sphene, shining vision of hope, among them. Go to her! You're supposed to go to her!
What's happening?
Is it over already?
then, though the people grieved their queen's tragic passing, guided by her legacy of compassion. Oh boy. They, worked hand in hand to overcome an age of hardship, and in time, they built a peaceful and prosperous Alexandria. A new Alexandria.
Okay, I guess. We'll go with it.
Pray forgive me. The memories. They had me in a vice grip.
All's well that ends well. I wouldn't dwell on it.
If I may ask, during your improvisation, you spoke of a new Alexandria. And so I'm given to wonder, do you hail from a time after mine own?
We do. And we're living people, not endless.
My word! That I should meet the living in this place. There is another question I dread to speak aloud. A question I couldn't bring myself to pose to newcomers, out of fear of the truth. Alexandria. Does it still exist?
It does. It isn't quite the place you knew, but it endures. The descendants of your people walk its streets and live each day to the fullest as proud Alexandrians.
They live. We live. I had failed to protect my queen, but to hear that, it brings me a measure of peace.
You were there too, Otis. That is, an incarnation of you.
Of me? That's absurd. But wait, something comes back to me. When they were researching a means to resurrect Her Majesty, memory preservation or some such, I volunteered to be a test subject. No. It is a fog I cannot pierce. But pray, tell me, this incarnation of myself, what was he like?
That's not all. He was a father in all but name to the new king, Kululja. Whatever you may have failed to do, you're the noblest of souls, Otis. And your deeds, your sacrifice, gave us hope that we sorely needed.
It is a miracle. Verily, there can be no other way to describe it.
It is. It really is. We bear the legacy of your other self, and we'd be glad to bear yours as well.
My, what comfort you offer! With such dependable souls to take up my shield, I may rest easy indeed. I beg you, watch over our new king. The war changed my queen. To her final moment, grief darkened her gentle countenance. I've not the honor of knowing Galulja, but I pray that for all his days, he shall have cause to smile.
We'll see to it he does, Otis. I swear.
Okay. Well, we're here. Are you having doubts? No, I'll do what I came to do. It's just, the fonder you are of someone, the harder it is to say farewell. If you're ready, then I am too. Alright, let me just say the word about those we met here.
That night, he was the one who looked after Galulja. And now you follow in his footsteps.
And those of others as well. We've come to know how much Sphinx people loved her, how much they yearned for peace. All of this we'll carry with us.
I see.
It's like waking up from a sweet dream to bitter reality. But I'll never forget my time with the Endless or the pain I feel now. We're more than memories stored in machines. So long as someone remembers us and carries on our legacy, we'll never truly fade away. Kukiwa would guide you to the next zone. So far there appears to be no change with the Meso terminal. So let's take the opportunity to visit another zone, Assail Volcane in the northeast. The place with the volcano, eh? And I suppose you were using the zipline again? You know it. Like before, I'll take care of the guard at the Gate of Remembrance. Come, let's head back. Error, download Complete. User registration confirmed. Dauntless adventurers, I bid you welcome to Assail Volcane, the sanctuary of the strong. Fight with courage and honor, that your legend may resound forevermore in the arena of valor. The Dancer Song. Awesome! I love this track. I really need... It's only an illusion. It's only an illusion. Well, that is me. What's this now? Don't tell me you're afraid of the lava. No, on your life. It isn't even real, is it? Oh, definitely not, but don't take my word for it. Jump in and see for yourself. No need. I believe you. That there is the terminal. You can get to it via the caverns that run through the volcano. I'll go on ahead and wait for you. Take care around the wildlife now. Hey, Aaronville? I'll explore alone. You needn't worry. I'll give the wildlife a wide berth. Poor Aaronville, he's still coming to terms with it. You can hardly blame him. Let's leave him be for now. Come on, let's get moving ourselves. Looks like we have two paths to choose from. I thought I saw Kakiwa heading left, though. Well, that would seem to be a detour. I must say I'm rather curious about that round building. Well, I'm always up for the scenic route. Let's follow after Kakiwa and see what the building's about. Well, now, look who came this way too. Great minds, as they say. This appears to be a fighting arena. It is also a recreation of an actual place. In all likelihood, well, I don't know the details. I understand such facilities were once common across the land. Though it's closed at the moment, even Solution 9 has the Arcadian. It may well be a legacy of the past. Anyway, it seems the next match is about to begin. As I've already spectated my fill, I will move on. But you ought to head inside for a look.
rather resembles Arcanima, wouldn't you agree?
Indeed. While similar arts could have developed independently across reflections, this verges on being identical.
Is something wrong?
What?
Do we know each other from somewhere?
Come on, dear!
Oh, I'm sorry, but I must be going.
Wait, please!
You're new here, I gather. It may seem strange at first, but give it time. You'll grow accustomed to it soon enough.
No, I'm not. Rather, I'm, Oh, what can I say? Of course. This earring. Do you recognize it?
Impossible.
My name is Kryl. When I was a baby, I was taken from this world to another, where I grew up without knowledge of my past. I know not how much time has passed for you, and, things may not be as you expect them to be, but I'm here now. I found my way back. This earring, it contained a code with which I was able to reopen the gate. And I did, and I'm here. And...
Could it be as she claims?
She's not lying. I can tell. And there is no mistaking the earring. Oh. How you've grown, my darling daughter.
It has been 20 years.
Well, for you, it's been 20 years. For them, it's been much, much longer, probably.
Yes, names. I'm Robor, and this is Alila, your mother. Doubtless, we have a mountain of questions for each other, but perhaps we can take this somewhere quieter? The Heatwells, for instance. There's a spot there where we can relax and chat.
Could it be that the system orchestrated this reunion as well? Forgive me, this is all so much to take in. I'm struggling to collect my thoughts. Well, honestly, that is where I am going to call it for tonight. We will be back tomorrow night with more of probably this, just because I am hoping to be able to finish the MSQ here some point soon. But let's take a look and see who's out there to raid. I just want to get this 8th right here first. Let's see. Let's go with Millie Art Nerd today. So we'll go ahead and raid Millie Art Nerd. When we move over, go ahead and copy and paste this into the chat. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us here this afternoon. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow with more of something. Till then, though, have a wonderful rest of your day.